It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. He'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That's a first third down try of the game, and clearly something was out in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Prescott to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Get to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well. On
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Cowboys at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands. And he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Prescott. Buying time to his left. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Johnson's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
2nd and 15. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Prescott. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Again, it's Robinson. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This is caught. It's Cooks. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Caught right side, Tate. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Johnson's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. They begin the drive with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll run again here with Robinson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, now what? How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
To the air again, Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And it's caught. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Throwing, Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches, 3 tight ends.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Johnson for the extra point try.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start with a couple of teams that got to know each other in the playoffs the last decade or so. Baltimore in Foxborough to take on New England. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. Austin Eckler with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Marcus Mariota, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Prescott, able to hit his target Lamb, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. third and short yardage. Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
First down, Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Prescott. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And Johnson's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to his left.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
They'll run with Robinson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Again, it'll be Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. Getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. Second and 8.
Prescott yet again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Prescott now from the 50. Being chased out left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. On the counter, Mitchell.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And Johnson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Hits Arnold on the slant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
Looking for and finding Arnold once again.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Out left to Dotson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
From 19 yards away.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
But once again, it's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. And they take a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into point. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Cowboys, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come.